Directing as a whole isn't something I've ever really considered doing. It's only until this past month where I've been able to get more people on set that it's kind of put a belief in me that I've thought, oh, maybe I could do this directing thing. Recently, as you may know, I've done a lot of music videos and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I would probably say it's the work that I enjoy the most out of everything I've done up until this point in my career. And I guess it's that feeling of bringing an artist's vision to life, and you're being the one responsible for doing that. You can have as much creative freedom as you want, because a music video you can be as creative as you like. And essentially all you have to do is make the visuals the best it possibly can be. And if you can chuck a story in there, then that's a bonus, because that will just make the music video 10 times better. And I feel like being on set for a music video is a fairly good introduction to being on set for movies. It still has a similar procedure to how to make films, with shot lists, set times, makeup artists, call sheets, etc, etc. But without that added element of a massive script and long filming days where you're making up an hour and a half to 2 hour film. Instead, you're just doing a 2 to 3 minute music video. I've always been a solo filmmaker, so I've always done the directing, the producer, the camera work, the lighting, etc, etc. But I feel like my talent really lies in directing and getting across my vision of how I see the video going, showing them what needs to be done in order to get the most out of the scene or that shot. I feel like my journey up until this point, I've gathered all these other skills, and recently I've been doing more directing and putting the camera on sticks and kind of stepping back and really directing what I want to happen and telling the talent exactly what I need from them. And it's massively improved my work. Even in the last month or so, it has massively improved my work. Just being able to step back. And I've always had this thing about putting camera on a tripod, and just like, I've always steered away from it. I've always thought it's boring. And it's not. It's if anything, you can get your best work from it, because you can really look at what's in the frame and frame up the best possibly can and light the scene as best you possibly can. And that's what's going to change from now on. I definitely see myself putting the camera on sticks and doing these short films, if you like. I've always loved telling stories, and it's always something that has interested me, but I've never really pursued, and I kind of want that to change now. Now, I know the directing that I've done recently has been on such a small scale, but I feel comfortable enough being able to take on that responsibility and get the best out of people to really bring the vision I see in my head to life. And I feel like I have the most to offer being a director than any of the other roles that make up film. So cinematography, directing, producing. And out of the three, I see myself doing directing the most, because I feel like my personality suits the best to directing, and I get the most joy out of it, which at the end of the day is the most important thing anyway. And when I believe in an idea, that passion only relays onto the work. And if you've done shoots with me before, you know that I get absolutely buzzing. Like when we get that shot and we get that scene and we get what's planned in my head and what's down on that bit of paper, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely ecstatic. And that is like my flow state. That is my high, because there's just no feeling like it. Like when you have a picture in your head and you'll manage to get that on video, it is no better feeling. Honestly, there's no better feeling. And I guess I'm making this video as a physical note to myself to make more short stories and do more short films. And I'm gonna hold myself accountable, as the reason for this video is to make sure I actually do it, because it's the only way I'm gonna get into that world and hopefully become successful in it. And the past couple of projects I've done, I've really seen a shift in quality, and my understanding for video is only getting better, and I'm constantly studying it. I'm constantly looking at other directors. I'm constantly looking at other filmmakers and seeing what they're doing and how they achieve certain shots. And it only inspires me to make more, and I absolutely love doing it, so why shouldn't I do it? I think it just comes down to making more effort into creating shorter stories and these shorter films, and I'm so excited for it. And I think that's everything I wanted to say. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for always watching, and I will see you soon.